This is the Darren Green Show. Welcome to the Darren Green Show. I'm your host, Darren Green, here to give you another stellar podcast. You know, I gotta ask, how you been? You know, I always have to ask how my listeners are doing. What are you doing? Even though you guys don't answer back because this is a one-way conversation. But how you guys been? Everything's been all right with me. We're just gonna get into it. But before we get into it, let's get into these logistics. If you are listening to the podcast on YouTube, please hit that like button, tap that subscribe button, and tap the bell to get notified of all of my videos. And if you are listening on iTunes, Google Play, yada, 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 because you know this podcast is everywhere now. Thank you for listening and enjoy the show. And also, always follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TDGSOfficial. And without further ado, let's get into this little intro. It wasn't much to talk about this week, but the topics are loaded, I will say. And we're just going to start off small and then get the ball rolling. So yes, this is the last time I'm mentioning this. I know I said the last episode it was gonna be the last time I mentioned this, but I actually did quit my job. Like, I was not gonna wait until the couple weeks into the month to put in my 2 weeks. You know what? I quit that damn job because let me tell you something. All right, so it was last Sunday, and okay, maybe I was in the wrong for calling out for the 10th time, because I always call out, of course, right? And then the manager that always gives me a hard time happened to be working at that shift, which I don't like. And he's going to sit there and get smart with me when I called out. I said, okay, so I called him or whatever. I wasn't even going to try to talk to the manager. I was just going to be like, send me the message. I was about to be like, you know what? Send this message to the manager. I'm calling out today and I'm quitting because I ain't want to talk to them. You get what I'm saying? But then no, the damn coworker, I don't know who her name was, going to send me straight to him. And then when he picked up, I was like, I'm calling out today. He was like, oh, of course. I'm like, bitch, don't ever get smart when be like, I always call out. So you can sit your ass down, like, for real. And I'm sorry, so I'm going to curse this podcast. You can sit your ass down because I rarely call out. You get what I'm saying? I'm always requesting time off, but I never really call out like that. I will say this summer, let me count. Okay, hold on. I had to call out because I request time off for Pride when I was trying to go to New York for Pride on Sunday, and they scheduled me the weekend anyway. So I was forced to call out, but technically I don't consider that a call out. Okay, so that's one. There was this other time, I would say 3 times the entire summer I've called out. So the last time it was an issue. No, you're just mad because mad people are calling out. Okay, and you're just upset, and I guess you was taking that on me. So I was like, you know what? After he said that, I was like, you know what? You can take me off the system because I'm not working one day a goddamn week. That is disrespectful. You will sit, and I hope they listen to this too. I got a friend over there that worked there. I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna DM her. I'm gonna be like, look, tell them to listen to this podcast because I'm about to air their asses out on here. No, because, and they always fake, except for that one girl. They always fake, like the one, this gonna be a tell-all podcast right now. I ain't gonna say no names because I ain't trying to get sued. You get what I'm saying? No defamation of character. But there was some fake hoes up in there in that damn job. They always wanted to sit there and act like they was doing work. They wasn't doing work. They wanted to sit there and tell on people. Bitch, let me tell you something. They get mad at me, like certain people get mad at me for sitting in the break room for a couple of minutes or whatever. But I'm like, y'all not coming at the people that's taking smoke breaks. I think smoke breaks and taking a break in the break room should, is the equivalence of what they gotta smoke. They gotta get at their system. Well, I need to sit down. I need to get this walking out my system. You get what I'm saying? So they just, and you know what? The job, that damn place is going downhill anyway. The store looks a mess. It never could get clean because once you start fixing stuff up, the people that come in there, they just ruffle it up again. And then we're expected to, and I always hated that too. That's why I only asked for 5 to 9 shifts, because they would have me on 11 to 7 or I think 11 to 5 maybe, or something like that. Those shifts right there where you stay like almost the morning, and where it's like you're there in the morning almost, and then there in the afternoon. But it's a long shift. It's a 7-hour shift. And they would just have you just make this. Well, they had me. I don't know about anybody else because everyone else had freaking tasks and shit to do. They just told me to clean up the damn store. So I will be doing that for 7 hours. How do you clean up something that is always going to get messed up because there's always people messing the shit up? I don't get that. Give me something to do. So yeah, I would slack off because you entrusted me to clean this half of the store, which is gonna get dirty anyway. And then they started saying, "Oh well, we're gonna start writing up people if their side of the store ain't done." That's some bullshit. Because how you supposed to clean a goddamn store that always gets messy? I mean, really. That's why I said just put me on 5 to 9 because it's towards the end of the day. All I got to do is go. I go on carpets one time, clean that bit, and it be done. I mean, some people rough it up a little bit, but it's nothing. You get what I'm saying? Now, imagine if I was 11 to 7 or 11 to 5. Like, that's just like continuously because there's different rushes of people throughout the day. The way they ran shit there, and then the people that are the managers, oh my God, they're the worst. They should not be managers at all. They can't manage shit. I'm gonna be real honest with you. They can't manage nothing, and they can't manage with confrontation because they knew they wanted to fire me because we all know, and this is for my people that don't work, or for my people that just starting to work, because I don't know my listeners. They could be young, old, or whatever. The good time to quit a job is when they stop scheduling you. Because they want you to quit. They're forcing you to quit by not putting you on the schedule. They only give you like 1 day, 1 or 2 days, and maybe one time they don't just give you no hours at all. No, that's when you quit. Because at the end of the day, they're not playing. They playing with your money. They playing with your time because you're working extra hard for 1 day just to get paid pennies. Okay, so they don't know how to deal. Those managers don't know how to deal with confrontation. They didn't have the balls to fire me. They could have fired me a long time ago, would have got another job during this summer, but no, they wanted to waste my damn time. Wanted to sit there and say, "Oh, we're cutting hours because the one girl that does the damn schedule told me that the other guy is responsible for my hours being cut." How the hell are you making the schedule and he's over here cutting my hours? No, you was cutting my hours because you don't want me to work here. You don't have you can't deal with confrontation. And that is your issue. You should never be a manager. You should never manage nothing. Okay? Like, and that's just, look, I wouldn't be surprised if that store closed down. And when it does, because the way that they treat people too, I'm like, ugh. Like, all right, I will say this. There was a couple people there that was cool. Like, it wasn't just that one girl, but it was a couple people that was cool. And there was this one that wasn't even a manager, but she should have been the manager. She should to this day, if she is still there, that girl should be the manager she should oversee the entire store because that girl, let me tell you something. She actually gave me tasks because she understood, like, okay, well, if you don't give him work to do, he's not going to do work. Like, y'all just have me making the store look neat. Come on now. Making the store look neat. She would tell me to go in the back room, pick up this, move around that, this, that, and the third. I love when she worked there. It had more direction. I remember one time when she took over that one day, she told, she had everyone do a specific task. You do this side of the store, you do that side of the store, and you do this side of the store. You get what I'm saying? It was structured. When the other people, when the real managers manage, they don't do shit. Well, they do stuff for the stuff that they have to do, their tasks that I guess the higher ups give them, but they don't delegate nothing. I just walk up in there with my cart and I say, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna do carpets, or I guess I'm gonna do food or whatever, because they don't give me no task. That's not how you run a store. You're supposed to lead. Be a leader. I'm so tired of people trying to acting like they can lead, but when they get to it, they don't do nothing. You get what I'm saying? And I'm no follower. You get what I'm saying? This is a summer job. I don't care about this job. You get what I'm saying? This is not my career. So I'm just mad because people just don't have balls. to do what they really wanted to do. And they wanted to fire me. They should have did it. They should have did it. You know what? They could have did it in June. Spare me the time. I would have got me a nice little temp job, a nice little office job, whatever. But no, you wanted to waste my time. So I'm done with you. And this is it. I promise you, listeners, this is the last time I'm talking about this bullshit. I promise you. I mean, obviously, I'm not working there no more, so there's no more tea to tell. And for those who still work at that job, good luck, child. And the ones that talk shit about me, y'all know where y'all can kiss it. Y'all know where y'all can kiss it, because y'all gonna stay there for the rest of your goddamn life. Okay, now moving on. I'm still doing giveaways. I mean, I didn't get no notification. Nobody sent me anything. So if you didn't know from last episode, yeah, I'm pretty much done being the cameraman and doing YouTube and stuff like that. So it's not really, it doesn't make sense that I keep all this equipment that I bought. So the first giveaway that I'll be doing is the Photo Pro 59 camera tripod aluminum. It's a iPhone tripod with a Bluetooth remote. It's a GoPro mount, smartphone mount, travel tripod for iPhone X, and a portable camera stand for Canon, Nikon, Samsung, and Olympus. Now, this retails at $40 on Amazon, but you can get this for free if you do something for me, okay? Hit me up at TDGS Official or on Twitter and Instagram with proof that you subscribe to the show and proof that you've downloaded some of my episodes. The first person that will do it will be receiving the tripod. I mean, it's a really good tripod. Like, I used it. I mean, it's strong enough, because you know sometimes you get tripods, child, and you got to watch it on Amazon, child. But this was actually a good tripod. I'll probably post it on Instagram for you guys so you can see it. Because I know it's like, you know, you're just listening to it, you know, you're not really seeing what it looks like. But I would definitely I would definitely post it on Instagram. If you're interested, child, y'all need to be interested. Let me tell you something. We need more interaction. But yeah, my Instagram is in the description for wherever you are listening to this podcast. So please, I want to do some giveaways. I said I was going to do giveaways. Now let me do it. Okay. But you just got to show me proof that you're listening and subscribe to the show in any way. But anyway, let's move on. Girl, did you see Pose last night? I'm no more good. Now, see, this is what I was talking about. This is the episode that really did it for me right now, because it was just a lot of stuff that was going on. Okay, pray tell, what you doing? What you doing? No, what are you doing? I mean, at the end of the day, did I see this coming? Yes. Because generally that's what, you know, a lot of old heads be doing that. Okay. Let's be clear. A lot of people said that this was like a breaking the internet moment, because I remember one of the actors said, the one that played Ricky was like, yo, this showed two men of color who happen to be HIV positive have sex on live television, FX. Like, this is something that Lee Daniels kind of hinted at with Jesse Smollett and Jamal's character on Empire, but we never seen nothing. You get what I'm saying? We always seen, if we do see sex on television, we do see it being, you know, a straight couple, and they go in. Let me tell you something. They go in. I'm like, how is this on television? So to see something like that, FX is more explicit anyway, which I love. To see that moment on television, that just was like, wow, like that is really breaking the barriers. A lot of homophobic people are going to have lots of heart attacks after this. Like, yes, they're in the hospital right now. They're in the ER, which is good. But this was a moment. Let me tell you, this was a moment in pop culture, I will say, and it had a lot of people talking. A lot of people that don't really watch the show like that, they're now watching the show. So I need some Emmys issued out for this. Definitely for Billy Porter and the dude that played Ricky. I don't know his name off the bat, but he is so fine. But anyway, it got real. It got real. The part where Damon graduated or whatever, and I didn't the little reading between Damon and Angel or whatever, that was like low-key shit. I'm like, where did that come from? But no, when it was outed that Pray Tell actually did it with Ricky, like, we need to know, because stuff like that does happen, you know, and they were kind of making fun of him, his people's, Pray Tell's people, and kind of the people at Blanca's house was like, oh, you messed with a whole child or whatever, this and that and the third. Well, I mean, I knew this was going to be, this type of story was going to be told. Yes, obviously, you know, me personally, you know, I date somebody my own age, Sharon, because that's just me. You get what I'm saying? But there are people that like younger people, and there are people that like older people. You get what I'm saying? However, there is an age limit. Okay, there is an age limit. So let me be clear about that. But yeah. It was, I don't know, I just felt it was weird. And then the one part where they said that, I think it was Pray Tell's friends that were like, oh, he's obviously got kicked out of his parents' house and he wants that, and he's looked at you like a father or whatever, but like, he's just looking for that void or whatever. But y'all actually are intimate. Like, I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't look for a relationship. Like, when people say, oh my goodness, when I look for a relationship, I look for something like my father or like my mother. That is some nasty ass shit. I ain't gonna lie. That is some nasty shit. If I'm looking for someone that I want to be intimate with, or someone that I want to be my soulmate with, this is somebody that I look at as a best friend. Okay, and that's all it is. No family members, no immediate, none of that. That shit is nasty. I'm going to be real honest. If I offend anybody on here, I'm very sorry. But I just can't. Like, someone, like, even people, like, people that act like people that you know, like, that's family. That's just, I couldn't do. I look for best friends in a relationship. I don't look for no goddamn mother or father. That's just, But I can understand, I guess, because I thought that was going to be just a mentor thing with them two, but it ended up being intimate, which I don't have an issue with, but it's just a little weird, you know. But it made history, so I have to accept it. I have to be a part of it. I also liked how it didn't get grimy. You get what I'm saying? Like, Pray Tell and Damon got into it. But then when they went to the ball, it was a different energy. It wasn't like, no, because you know how gay people are, child. You get into a little issue with them, and then next time you see them, it's on site every time. You get what I'm saying? So I like how they still kept the peace. They kept it pushing, okay? And I need to stop playing with that because y'all can hear it. And it was just, I don't know. This episode was giving me all types of life right now. Next episode, they're definitely cooling it down. They're going to that's one other thing too. So Ricky's character in there also was, you know, found out that he is HIV positive. And, you know, Pray Tell's character already is. So I always wondered, I was like, you know, I mean, how do they find love when you're HIV positive? I always thought, like, why don't they just date somebody that has HIV as well? I mean, they can't get more HIV. Right? I mean, but I mean, I guess that's what they did, but I don't know. But anyway, next episode, they're supposed to be going on a trip. It's like a girls' night trip or whatever, or girls' day trip, whatever, something Electra doing. And it looked like it's going to be good. And then we're almost ready for the season finale, which I'm very sad because I feel like this season just started. Like, why is the season about to end? They need to do it like Empire. They put half in this season. They put half of the season on this time, and then the other half for next. Like how they'll come in with Empire in the fall, they'll take a break in December, and then come back, I believe, February or March, maybe, I don't know. But they should do it like that because it'll spread out the season, and like it doesn't feel like, you know, I don't know, I just feel like it's going too fast. But if they had Pose on Netflix, oh my god, like, if it was a Netflix original show, girl, you know how much craziness will happen up in there? Oh my God. I can just only imagine. But I'm glad that it's on Fox though, because Fox, not Fox, FX, it would never be on Fox. FX definitely never did anything like this before, and it's putting money in their pockets, so they're gonna keep this for a minute. So we'll just see. So the next thing I want to talk about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood for a little bit, because I know the new season just came out, and it's like centered around like this whole conspiracy that April and Lil Fizz. I'm ready for that shit to be over so they can just start kissing on camera and being like, "Oh my God, we're a relationship now," because we all know we all know what it is. Like, y'all really be trying to do this for a storyline, like for real. We get it, y'all together. It's like, oh my God, are they together? Are they together? Like, oh, and then April gonna be sitting there saying like, "Well, I seen Fizz naked." I'm like, well, if y'all seen him naked, then y'all did stuff. Point blank, period. No, like we don't care. And my thing is, April, like, that's real messed up, honey. Like, you had 2 kids. I just found out she had 2 kids by Omarion, and now I realize Omarion left her after her 2nd kid. I'm like, oh, so that was the reason. Because I was like, what was the reason? Like, what was the reason for dating? Like, it's going to cause all this drama with B2K. But it's because he left your ass at the 2nd child. And she said for no reason. She probably like, oh. So I'm about to get his best friend. I'm about to get his partner in crime. His partner in this goddamn B2K tour. Oh, Lord, child. And my thing is, like, it looked like they both clout chasing, Fizz and April. It looked like they clout chasing. And April, you was too pretty for that. You are. You can get your look. Oh my God, she is too pretty for that. But anyway, the other part of the season, I mean, not the season, but the show, Kate Michelle trying to have a baby. That was cute. That was cute. What else was the Lyrica and A1 thing? My best friend did kind of put this little Easter egg about A1. I'm starting to think the way he be carrying himself lately, child, I'd be like, honey, you got a little bit of sugar in your tank. Look, come on, let's talk for real. I don't know, just the way he been moving, just the way he been, and my thing is, like, he was trying to tell Jason Lee not to put out the story that, Summer Bunny or whatever was trying to talk to him, or they FaceTimed or whatever. My thing is, you about to fight Jason Lee, and I'm not defending Jason Lee. Well, yeah, I'm not defending Jason Lee because he does do some janky stuff sometimes, but he be getting me life. But no, at the end of the day, he has a job. That is his job. That he gets paid for that. And at the end of the day, if you don't want that story out, don't do it. Period. Like, come on. And my thing is, like, you over here threatening somebody. I'm like, well, wait, who? This is his job. You get what I'm saying? If you don't want that situation to happen, you should have never done it. And it's clear to me that they're not really into each other. So could we just move on with this storyline? Like, can we move on? And then it showed Moniece and April having a sit down. That was at the end of that episode. Yeah, I mean, it was. If I was Moniece, I'd be really pissed because her and April was friends, and April would like to sit there and denounce that, but no, y'all was on a level that y'all was like, yeah, I'm saying, like, y'all was talking. But then you gonna sit there and my thing is, now Moniece, you need to let that shit go because you can't let that affect your life. At the end of the day, they want to sit there and be grimy and be clout chasers and try to be like, oh my god, we're dating. Let them do that. Okay, stay clear of that. Just make sure your son is good. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter. Don't care about no Fizz or no April child. It your kid. You get what I'm saying? Because Moniece is a beautiful girl, honey. She don't need them. She doesn't need and she has a lot going on, so she doesn't really need them at all. They actually need her, and that's what she has to understand. The reason why they kind of keep you around or whatever. And they be going back and forth. That whole thing when they was going back and forth on live, I was like, what? Like, at the end of the day, like, let that shit go. It has nothing to do with you. This season looks okay. I mean, there's just a couple of things that might happen. I don't know. Because if they center this whole season around April and Fizz, like, bitch, I'm gonna be done. I'm like, it's like, I'm like, look, I'm just waiting to the reunion and see who gonna fight who. But anyway, to move on, because I feel like I'm dragging this. Married to Medicine, that season looks trash. I'm being honest. I'm being real honest with you. That season looks real trash. Even like the little photo shoot that they did for this season looks trash. Like, why would they do that to Quad's hair? Y'all had that girl looking like she wearing a goddamn helmet. But no, I remember I seen it on Instagram because they was talking, because Quad was upset about it, and then they showed like all the other girls that they did the Photoshop thing with their hair, and then they went to Contessa. I'm like, no, Contessa needed that. That part was far apart from her. I seen a bald spot. I'm like, ooh, Contessa. No, they did her right. But as for Quad, that shit looked bad. Like, she had a helmet on. Oh my goodness, that. And what's up with y'all? People trying to do all that Photoshop stuff. Like, I mean, it was fine. Like, her hair looked fine before they, I guess, edited it out or edited in something, whatever they did to it. I want to say it could have been like a cloning technique, because I took a Photoshop class. Yeah, they probably did the cloning technique, which takes parts of your hair, and it's Photoshop people know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it just doesn't look good. The season doesn't look good at all. The season looks very dry. It seems like the drama is within the houses. I want to say Damon probably did something to Heavenly, which I'm interested about. The only thing, and my best friend was joking about it, it was like the only thing that is interesting about this whole season is the fact that Jackie was like, Contessa, get off of me. Like, oh, Jackie, you getting rowdy? Other than that, it's just Mariah coming for Quad and saying you don't have a man, so why you still on the show? It's Married to Medicine. Oh, bitch. Like, you know, it's this little stupid stuff. Like, it's not. Housewives is going to take its crown back, okay, when it comes to, you know, being that show, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But anyway, other than that, Married to Medicine doesn't look like it's going to be lit. I'm already ready for the reunion. Already. Now, anyway, I've been hearing some news now that Wendy Williams reportedly plans to reunite with Kevin Hunter. Girl, don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do it. Come on. You was good. You was doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? You have your show to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got a place in New York. You doing your thing. You over here with some young bulls. What you doing? No. Remember what he did. You get what I'm saying? Remember what the hell he did. Stay clear of that. Okay? Don't do it again, girl. But if she do, I mean, at the end of the day, she gonna do what she do because, you know, people in love. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't stop loving people. A lot of people look, you know, dumb after that affection, but it is love. But Wendy, you need to run for the hills, girl, because he is things is not working out for him, and he's just trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do, trying to buddy you up, buddy your son up. I don't know, child, but you need to stay clear of all of that. Okay. Now, I feel like I'm flying through the intro. We almost at Hot Topics, guys. You know, I got a couple of things that I also wanted to talk about. I started watching Dear White People, which I said I was going to bring it up last week, but I started. I mean, I think the season is fine. It's just a lot of things that have changed. Of course, I don't know. I don't know what this, because usually the reason why I like Dear White People, because it's so it's just a bunch of storylines that all speak to one message. I'm not getting the message from the season. Maybe I'm not that far into the season yet. So maybe, you know, once I finish it, I'm like, oh, okay. But I don't know. That's why I like it, because it's like a weird, nerdy type of black storyline. You get what I'm saying? Which I love. I mean, this is what I live for. I just hope that y'all have that I need season 3 energy. Okay, or is it season 3? Yeah, it is season 3. I need season 4 energy. Okay. Because Netflix don't know what the hell they doing. They just cancel all these shows. If they cancel Dear White People, I think I'll be done. I think that's the I will be. I'm all for Monique now. Like everything going. Shit, boycott Netflix now. Shit. But on a more serious note, wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about this, but I feel like I need to talk about this because this is an issue that's going on. What the hell is going on with our country? What the hell is going on with this damn country? Okay, we got 2 shootings this last weekend. Okay, the one in El Paso and Dayton, Ohio. They estimated the 31 people killed over the last weekend of these shootings. What is going on? And it's just like irate, racist, or I would say right wing. Well, I wouldn't say right wing because, there's a lot of people that's right wing that are not racist, I guess, whatever. But it's a lot of racist white people, white kids, rather, that are just shooting up places just because they see minorities or just because they want people to get out their country or whatever. At the end of the day, and then the people are not calling it what it is. It is terrorism. It's domestic terrorism. And they're saying, oh, it's not. It's just not that complicated. But no, if it was somebody that wasn't from here, then it's terrorism. You get what I'm saying? That's just that's sickening. And the fact that at the end of the day, Trump is exciting. He's inciting this type of energy. Come on, he's getting people to shoot people at the border. Like, come on, what do you expect people to do? You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, these people, oh my God. And my thing is, I did research on the one in El Paso, like the one that killed his sister, and he had a freaking list of people that he wanted to end and stuff. Like, and he said he was going straight there. I'm like, where is your mom? Can I speak to your mom? Like, where were you at his entire life? Or were you for that? I'm like, y'all need to, at the end of the day, people need to start watching your damn kids. That's what it's turning into at this point. Yes, we have a gun law. We have gun issues. You get what I'm saying? They just giving a gun to anybody. Bitch, I can go to wish.com right now and buy a gun. I looked that shit up. That doesn't make any sense. I can go to Amazon, buy a gun. And they don't even ask for your papers. You get what I'm saying? Because you need certain. I know in Jersey you need papers to have a gun. You need a license, but ain't nobody asking you on no goddamn Amazon because it's regular people selling the shit. So, but back to the mom note, or back to the parents. If y'all gonna have all these damn kids, if y'all gonna populate, at least watch your damn kids. Okay. Y'all have them doing whatever they want. They grow up thinking they can do whatever they want. Then they end up shooting mad people. And then, oh my God. And now they're trying to sit there and say the boy that was at El Paso in the Walmart, oh, he had something on his ear. He could have been something wrong with him. Get the hell out of here. No, he had them damn ear things on because when you shooting on the inside, that should hurt. That should hurt your ears. But they're just going to spin it as, oh, he had mental issues. It's always mental issues of this, that. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I mean, it's just like we're at the point almost where we cannot go outside. I'm shopping online now because I ain't dealing with you hoes, y'all. You have to literally shop online now. You cannot go out because there's people in all cultures. And let me just be honest with you. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of white people that's doing this shit. But, there's some people in different cultures as well. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But we're just going to start hot topics because I feel like it's the right time to start. But before we start, here's a word from our sponsors. All right, we're back with the hot topics. Let's get started. First of all, my prayers go out to rapper Young Maimi. So Miami PD got a call of a shooting earlier Tuesday morning near Circle House Studios. Young Maimi was in a red Mercedes G-Wagon that took fire, but we're told that she was not hit at all, thank God. She told officers that the shots came from behind her car, a vehicle with its lights off, and the bullet struck the spare tire. She reportedly was leaving the studio when this all happened. Now, Miami PD is investigating, but we're told that there is no suspects at this time. Young Miami reveals that she was also pregnant, with her second child, but it's unclear of how long she is. What's very interesting though is that last week, let's talk about it, because the very interesting part about this is the fact that Kodak Black dissed her in a freestyle from jail and made some detestable comments, of course, about her pregnancy. Now, he's rapped, in quotes, "I bought young Maimi a ring. She wanted 808, baby. When I see her, I'm going to hit that B in her stomach." Now, if you don't know who 808 is, that's a reference to young Miami's baby father, boyfriend, whatever you want to call him. Now, her boyfriend also, when he made that rap, he also went on live and was talking about, talking trash about Kodak Black, where he from and stuff like that. And it upset people that was from that same place where Kodak was. So it's all about, territorial stuff. You come for he was like, no, don't come. Like, it was this one rapper that would look weird as shit. Talking about, oh, don't you come for that rapper, you come for that rapper, you don't come for the whole hood, this, that, and the third, like this, that, all this gang stuff. So it's possible it could be them too. You get what I'm saying? So we can't rule it. I can't rule it out all on Kodak, because a lot of rumors are spinning it that it could be Kodak's people or whatever. I gotta put a heavy allege on that, because this is a podcast that speaks facts and not fake news. Okay, all alleged. We don't know who the suspects are, but we can infer that, Kodak Black. I mean, to be honest, do I feel like it could have been Kodak Black? I think it's possible. It could be people from that side of Florida, but it could be Kodak, because Kodak don't care. Like, he don't. Like, he over here talking about a dead man's, talking about, like, after Nipsey Hussle died, talking about he want to sleep with freaking Nunu. I don't know her name, Lori London. I'm like, come on. Like, he says the craziest things, and he's disrespectful to black women. So, of course, sending a hit out for her, I guess. That could be possible. She got that car got shot 14 times, and there was someone that said that her car was bulletproof. It had bulletproof windows. I never heard of bulletproof windows, first of all. Not in a car. But I guess it's possible. But it could have potentially killed her, because they shot 14 times. You need to get out of there. Y'all not in the hood no more. Y'all making money now. You about to have 2 kids. You don't want to bring your kids into this. You get what I'm saying? I know everybody want to live that lifestyle. Everybody want to live that lifestyle, but when that life humble your ass, you get what I'm saying, it'll be too late. I feel like young Maimi, you ain't no punk, honey. You protecting what's yours, okay? Move to Atlanta, move somewhere else, move up into the uppity land, because you're not. You get what I'm saying? You the city girls. Y'all just had a freaking banger this year. You get what I'm saying? And that's all gonna go back to the white dollar if you die. Come on. No, y'all need to move out of there, child, because they don't care. Like, people do not care. They will shoot women and children effortlessly. Okay? There was this woman that in my hometown that testified against a gang member. Burned up her house, but she wasn't in it, her daughter was, and they didn't care. They will do anything it takes to mess with you, girl. You need to get out while you still have a chance. And that's just, I don't understand people that just got that mindset that just wants to kill so much. We had a lot of shootings this summer too. I'm just like, for what? For what? Just for some stupid stuff that you said? Come on now. Let's keep it moving. But anyway, like I said, my prayers go out to young Maimi, and I hope she's very safe. Like, I don't really know her like that as an artist, but she come on. We all know young Maimi. Yeah, she just needs to move. Another thing that I want to talk about, which is the last hot topic. Well, we only had 2 today, because there wasn't a lot to talk about. Things almost going to blows between Ivana and Portia Nini Kenya during the explosive Real Housewives taping. Now I talked about this last week, and now we have the story. Okay. So at the Lavelle dinner, it got heated, but the explosive drama went down after the ladies ended up in Marlo Hampton's hotel room, right? Sources tell LoveBScott.com, shout out to them, that Cynthia Bailey and Marlo Hampton started arguing over an alleged audio that Nene believes proves Cynthia has been talking crap about Nene. Now, that's when Kenya jumped up to defend Cynthia, blaming Nene for starting the entire argument in the first place. Kenya doesn't believe the audio exists because Nene hasn't produced it, which I found stupid. I mean, because I'm not sure about this story, because I'm like, if Nene has audio, she would put it out. But Yovanna allegedly has it in her possession, and their interaction escalated from there. Okay, Nene and Yovanna's friends now. And I oop. Now, Kenya quite bluntly told Nene to shut the F up. And soon after Nene rushed over and got in her face, they were told that the ladies was like pointing fingers at each other. They were shoving each other. Nene maintains that she has not heard the audio, or even though both of her friends, Marlo and Yovanna, they kept talking about it. So when they talk about, Nene gonna talk about it. Meanwhile, Yovanna and Portia got into it because Yovanna brought up Dennis. And you already know how that's going to go. You cannot don't talk about my man. Let me start. That's for Candy. Yeah, so that's how they got into it. It's going to be, I will say, like I said earlier this episode, Housewives is going to reclaim their crown as the best reality TV show of Bravo. Okay, the queen of realities. Okay, I can't wait for this to happen. I mean, this whole audio thing, this whole audio situation. I mean, it doesn't sound far-fetched, but I don't know. Because this is all alleged. Let me just say this right now. I mean, I trust the writers that love these guys because they've been right. They've been correct lately. That whole thing when Nene was suspended and then she went to sit there and deny that shit, and then she actually was. She didn't tape the first half of the season or whatever. They were right about that, and I'm mad. And I'm mad. I actually thought about retracting that, but no. They've been correct about that. And yeah, like. That's gonna be an interesting ass season. I already cannot wait. Definitely gonna be better than Married to Medicine, but we'll see what happens. And hey, it's Friday, so Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj's song came out today. I'm unfortunately recording this on Thursday, so I can't give you any reaction right now. But stay tuned for the after show, which comes out on Sunday. I'll give you the details, honey. And until next time, I'm your host, Darren Green, and this is the Darren Green Show signing out.